Hey, what's up YouTube? I got a deck tech for you guys, and today we will be talking about Esper Control. So if you guys keep up with the metagame, the standard metagame, you'll know that this past weekend there was Starcio hosted their Invitational in Los Angeles, and of the 8 decks that top aided, 2 of them were control decks. One actually won the event, which was Bant Control piloted by Reed Duke. The other got 5th, which was Nick Spagnolo, piloting Esper Control. And his deck list kind of got me thinking, and I just decided to try something new. And so I guess we'll go and talk about Esper today. And this is probably the deck I'll be taking to F&M just to try it out. Of course, this is my take on it. It won't be his exact 60. So we'll talk about the spells first, and then we'll dive right into the lands, and you'll see why I chose certain land choices, or rather color combinations, just because this deck has it's maybe more prevalent in one color than another. So let's go ahead and talk spells. For creatures, we have 1 creature, and that is a Singleton Snapcaster Mage. I don't know, I feel kind of I like him as a one-of in control decks. I don't know why I would want to run more than 1. 0 might be the right number, but I think he just does so much for control that you kind of have to play him. So we've got next a 3 Lingering Souls. So those 3 Lingering Souls kind of serves as our tempo card. We need for 5 mana. You have 4 1/1 flying guys. Really helps against aggressive decks. It serves as a win con against some control decks. I mean, highly unlikely, but with Sorin it is very powerful. And yeah, Lingering Souls, very good card. So we'll get into Planeswalkers now. I've got 2 Jace Architect of Thoughts. Ideally I want to run 3, and I do have 3, but I think we're running enough cantrips in this deck to not actually have to warrant a 3rd copy. But he is very good. Next we've got 1 Sorin Lord of Innistrad. A lot of people don't give this guy enough credit. I think he is very good, especially in control decks. And I know Shaheen Sarani advocated him. So yeah, like against like the Thragtusk decks, so they don't have like Rancors or anything, they give him Trample, like Kessig or whatever. He's really good because he just makes a dude to chump Thragtusk all day, and then if they can't do about it, he ultimates, which is pretty deadly. Also helps against control matches with the lifelink. And next we've got a 1-of Tamio. I don't know, pretty self-explanatory also, I guess. Ultimate is deadly, she draws you cards, she taps down creatures, or any other permanents. And yeah, she is a very versatile. And Nick Spagnolo did run a Singleton Jace Memory Adept, which I think is correct for tournament play, but at my local F&M level, there's a lot of aggressive decks going on right now, and I don't think Jace is just I don't think I can warrant a Jace in the main 60, especially in that field. So moving on, we've got 3 counter spells, 3 Dissipates. What is a control deck without counter spells? So I like 3. I think 3 is a 3, or I don't know, some amount between 2 and 4 is the correct amount of Dissipates. Hard counter, even with Caverns of Soul, it's still fairly good. And yep, moving on. We've got 3 Think Twices for Draw Suite, 3 Sphinx's Revelation, and then yeah, so I guess we'll talk about that for now. Oh, wait, and 1 Forbidden Alchemy. So Think Twice's helps you hit your land drops early on. Definitely very good for getting miracles. Sphinx Revelation, pretty self-explanatory. There's a reason why this card has skyrocketed in the past couple months. So we'll move on. 1 Forbidden Alchemy, just because there's a lot of flashback cards in this deck, so a lot of the times if you Forbidden Alchemy, you're bound to at least hit 1 flashback card per alchemy, which is great, because that means you're not just wasting the other 3 cards you put into the graveyard. And then instead of having to look through 4 cards for 7 mana like you do with Sphinx Revelation, you can do it with 3. In case you're struggling to get the Wrath you need against aggressive decks or Detention Sphere against control decks, it'll filter your cards beautifully. So next we've got kind of like a medium between removal and draw. So we've got 3 Azorius Charms, and the great thing about this card is that it puts the creature on top of your library, and in conjunction with Nephalia Drownyard, it'll be like your opponent never sees their creature that they just cast, because you're just going to mill those top 3 cards away anyways. The lifelink is also very relevant against aggressive decks, however, not as much in this deck, I guess, because you're not running that many creatures. I guess Lingering Souls, Sorin, and Sorin's token already has lifelink, but Lingering Souls and Snapcaster Mage maybe. But most of the time you'll be using it for the pseudo removal and the cycle. And oftentimes even the cycle isn't that great, because you're going to be wanting more value from a card. That's why you side it out against control matchups. Next up, we've got 3 Ultimate Price. This is actually supposed to be an Ultimate Price, but it is a Tribute to Hunger because I don't have a 3rd one. I don't know why, but I'll definitely have to go pick one up soon. I don't know if 3 is the choice, but I'm running 3. Was an Esper Control deck. Like, why else would you splash back black, correct? Like, you want some targeted removal, which I think is very good right now, considering a lot of cards dodge sorcery speed removal, like Day Judgment, or like Thundermaw Hellkites, and what do you call it? Like Archwing Dragons is a thing, kind of. Falcon Wrath Aristocrat is a thing. Just a lot of hasty creatures that you don't want to have to deal with. Of course, this doesn't hit Falcon Wrath Aristocrat, but Thundermaw is also a very big deal right now. Next up, we've got 2 Detention Spheres. Pretty self-explanatory. Catch-all, very good against zombies if they try to overextend and cast multiple of a certain card, such as Grave Crawlers. Like if they cast it from the graveyard or something like that, you can hit all of them with the Detention Sphere, which is very good. And then next up, we've got Sweepers. I like to play 3 Supreme Verdicts and 3 Terminus, just because my local meta is really really aggro heavy, and I'm sure a lot of people's are, because it generally takes less money to actually build those kind of decks than it does control decks. So I'm running 3 of each, and then I'll have the 4th Verdict and then the 4th Terminus in the board to side in. And then next, last but not least, we've got 1 Curse of Death's Hold. The cursors to shut down Falcon Wrath Aristocrat, Grave Crawlers, all those cards that are really annoying that you don't want to have to see in zombies. It does well to hit Stromkirk Nobles. It hits a lot of 1 toughness guys that are relevant. Thalia, you don't want to see her. So yeah, very good. So I guess I'll clear this out of the way, and we'll go right into the lands. I unfortunately don't have a sideboard, so we can't really talk about the sideboard today. But if you guys want to contribute, you can leave a comment with some sideboard suggestions. So far I have 3 Rest in Peace, some arbitrary amount of negates, a lot of negates, and the 2 wraths, and a memory adept. So if you guys want to help me and give me some suggestions for the last few cards, that'd be greatly appreciated. So into lands, we've got all the duels, 4 isolated chapels, 4 drowned catacombs, 4 glacial fortress, 4 hallowed fountains, 3 Nephali drown yards. I know Spagnola was running 4, but honestly, I'm content with 3. I haven't really missed. I've never been in a game where I was just like, dang, I need that 4th Nephali drown yard. So 3 is okay with me. 3 basic islands, 2 basic plains, 1 swamp, and then 2 evolving wilds. And then the choices are pretty clear because black is the least intense in our deck, so we don't have too many black cards. Blue is the most, so we have the most blue, and then the white's kind of in the middle. My rule of thumb for building control decks is to have at least 10 basics, and between the 2 plains, the 3 islands, and the 1 swamp, we've got 6 right there. Evolving Wilds serves as 7 and 8, and then Hallowed Fountain, since it counts as both the plains and an island, serves as 9 to 12. So that's the land base, 27 lands. It's been working out for me. I think 28 is a little bit too much, but do as you will, right? So yeah, that's Esper Control in a nutshell, guys. Let me know what you guys think, what changes you would make, and I'm always open for suggestions. If you guys want to play test against this deck, we can do it over Skype or Cockadrace, not Magic Online, because I refuse to spend the money towards building it on a virtual kind of test area. But yeah, so hit me up if you guys want to play test against it. Honestly, I definitely need more experience with this deck before if I'm going to take it to like a big tournament. But yep, thanks for watching, guys, and rate, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys later.